Hi everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, my husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area. We have two booths, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. And I heard recently that one of our followers stopped into Antiques at Gresham Lake. Now I don't know if I have this information correct, but I think they said you were from Michigan or Minnesota. So if that's you, please comment below because I didn't know who it was and they didn't get your names for us, but thank you very much for stopping in and visiting us. I think you were also stopping in to see Joanne's booth at Bat Thrift Crazy too, so that was exciting to hear. What we love to do on this channel is to take you out hunting for treasures. That is my very favorite thing to do, is to take you on the hunt. It's not an easy thing to film because usually when I go to these sales, there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of digging, and I want to get to the treasures. But when I started watching YouTube, I really enjoyed watching people go hunting. That was the thing I enjoyed the most. So I decided that was the route I was going to take when we started this channel, was to take you out hunting with us, and I'm going to continue that. The last video we had was a hunt at the Garage Brothers warehouse sale. It goes on once a month. I love this sale. I find quality stuff there. I get it at a great price. They're great people. Their mission is, a wonderful mission. So I was really excited to go to that sale, and we met some great people there. Sandra and Wilson. Sandra has been a wonderful subscriber to the channel, and I feel like we have become friends through this channel, and I was so excited to meet her and her husband. They came to say hi, and I'll show you a piece that a couple things that she gave me when she stopped in she was hunting too, but when she stopped in to visit and say hi. Let's see, I met somebody named Cynthia, a new person, new subscriber. She's moved here from the West Coast. She was looking for fellow treasure hunters and found us, so that was great. And a fellow former vendor at Collected Treasures stopped in. And of course Joanne was there and Rhonda. And so it was like old home days at the Garage Brothers warehouse sale, and we all had fun hunting for treasures together. What we're going to do today is we're going to go over the haul. I'm going to move through as many pieces as I can. I know I won't get through them all because I did pick up about 70 items there. And guess what? I only spent $130. $130 for 70 items. It worked out to like $1.50 an item or something like that, something crazy. I got some great stuff. So let's get into it. Let's see what I found at the Garage Brothers warehouse sale. I want to show you what Sandra brought me, Sandra and her husband. This is so awesome. Look at this. This is a Miro cake holder or cake carrier or cake case. I love this, I think this is copper, actually copper, and then it has a metal base. Here's the Miro, I don't know if you see it right there, emblem on it. It locks down so that you can safely carry your cake. Now let's see if I can figure out how to operate it. Here we go. You just push that little lever, this pops off, and you can carry your cake on this. I thought this was so cool. She brought that as a gift to me to resell. She said she didn't really have a need for it. And then she knows that I like to garden, so she brought me some beautiful stones. I love blue. I don't find a lot of blue, greens, blue, and red. I find a lot of white when I'm out hunting, but look at these. These are these gorgeous cobalt blue stones. Love them. Thank you so much, Sandra, for bringing these to me. I can't wait to put them in my garden. Something else I wanted to show you when I'm talking about gardening is my mother. If you watch our channel, you know my mother and sister came down from New York, and I was out gardening, and my mother put some stones that she had painted in my garden for me to find. The little heart that says Mom. Oh, I love it. This one is so pretty. I love this. It reminds me of water or the ocean. And then this one's so cute with this little lucky leprechaun. Oh my gosh, and then look at this. I'll just put that there and you could pause it and read it. It's just so sweet. Love it. Thank you, Mom. One of the first pieces that I found was this really pretty crackled glass hanging lantern. Now this is all tangled and I've got to undo all that, and here's the little thing that the candle goes in. It's really, really pretty. It's got like a Moroccan look to it. And I love it. I imagine this is gorgeous when it's lit up. And even like the metal around the top of it and the bottom is really pretty. So I said yes to the Moroccan candle holder for sure. I believe I showed this in the hunting video. On the back it has a lot of, I believe it's French writing on it, and it also has a little tag where it looks like maybe somebody tried to sell it in an antique booth, and it says petite point framed circa 1930 post World War II, and they had a price of $45 on it. And that's what the back is like with the writing. And I believe that is French writing. But really beautiful piece, as you can see. Got a nice aged look to it, so I definitely grabbed that. I liked the look of that piece. Picked up this Duke Chapel piece, University Chapel. And Steve has decided he would like to keep this and put it downstairs. He has a corner with his family photos and memorabilia in it, and the reason he wants to keep this is because his family, apparently their land is where the blue stone came from to build this chapel. So he would like to keep this as a memory about that. But I thought this was really well done. I cannot read. I think it's German. Das Haus zum Broberg. Yeah, I can't read that, but it says that it's Zurich. So it's from 1987, and just get a close-up of the look here. It looks like a, what do they call these? They call them crater lakes, I think they call them. Or it could be a river going down through a valley and some people strolling along the river. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's a river. But I thought it was nicely done. It's good size too. Nice small size that can be incorporated into any decor. Last time I went to this sale, I picked up a lot of artwork. This time I tried not to pick up as much because I do have quite a bit of artwork that I'm trying to move through right now. But these were there last time and I passed up on them. They're quite large. There's a set of 2 of them. But I do like the look of these. I really think that the shape of these is quite interesting, and they are vintage. They're by Helen C. Andrews, and they are scenes in Paris. Now, the reason I held off on them last time is because the back is kind of messed up. It's going to require me to do some work, taking all that paper off there and then putting new paper on. And it's not like I have a lot of free time in my life to do stuff like that, but I do like these these vintage mid-century modern Paris pieces. And I did pick up a set of them at a yard sale recently, and they have started to sell. So let me get you the other one and show you that. And here is the other one. Just really pretty scenery. They need cleaning up. I've got to do the work on the back, but I do believe that the right person looking for that mid-century modern look will definitely enjoy these. Okay, let me show you the cool pottery pieces I picked up. We rearranged our booth at Antiques at Gresham Lake, and we really have dedicated an entire area just to the pottery. And I want to constantly keep that full, never have any blank spots there, because we do sell pottery out of our booth. People have come to know that we purchase pottery and resell it, so they do come looking for it from us. So I definitely want to keep that full. It's full right now. I have sold some pieces out of it, but I did just restock it this past weekend. But look at this piece. I love the speckled look on this. It's just a minimalist piece. It doesn't have a lot of color. It'll go with any decor, but I really love the look of this. Even has a little bit of drip glaze on it. And this signature on this was, don't know. Morelli, maybe? CML. I mean, I know I can rub it and take a look at it. I just haven't taken the time to do that. I will try to determine who this is, but really pretty little bowl. And these other pieces kind of go with it. I don't think they're the same artist. No, they're not. But they do kind of go well with it. And I have another piece that kind of goes well with it too. It's a little bit lighter color, but it's got that speckled look to it with just a little bit of drip glaze. Almost the same design. So I thought that went well with this bigger bowl. And then here's a smaller one that I found. And I was trying to figure out what would this be used for? I mean, obviously it can be used as a trinket dish. You could use it to hold like your sponges or something in the bathroom, maybe a soap dish. I just thought it was interesting how it had just this one side, like almost like it was used to pour stuff. Now this scoring here makes me wonder, is this like for grating garlic or maybe a lemon or something, maybe a juicer? Maybe it's a juicer. I don't know. Really thought it was a neat piece. This one doesn't have a signature on it. And this guy, this is so cool. It has 20, somebody had $20 on the bottom. I didn't pay 20 for it. I paid the $1.25, I think, but that's what the bottom looks like. It has a big E. And probably a student piece. I don't know. But it's got a, is that a crab or is that a scorpion? That's a scorpion. I thought it was a crab when I was hunting, but now that I'm looking at it a little bit more, I think that's a scorpion. Maybe. Tell me what you think. Oh, there's a crab. There is a crab on it. Okay, so it's a crab and maybe a shrimp. Not a shrimp, but a lobster. Maybe it's supposed to be a lobster and a crab. I don't know. Thought it had a cool look. I liked it. And I think that's it for the pottery. Yeah, I think that's all the pottery I picked up. You know I love picking up unique items. I always like to have unique stuff in our booths. I think that is what makes us kind of stand out a little bit from some of the other booths, is to have some of those odd things. Now, after everybody had left, I of course kept hunting because that's what I do. I like to hunt and I keep going until I just can't go anymore. And I did ask permission, could I go through some of the boxes that hadn't been opened yet? And I found some really cool stuff in those boxes, and we'll, you know, as I'm going through the rest of it here, I'll tell you what those were. But this is one of those pieces I found in the box. I believe this is a copper piece. It's copper that has gone to the, you know, the tarnished look. Maybe it's not copper, I don't know, but I still love the teal color of this vase. I think it's gorgeous. This is a piece that I found. I didn't find this in the box. This is just a contemporary piece, but I always pick these up whenever I see these Buddhas. People love them, and I love the color teal. You'll see teal in our booth a lot too. We really like that. This little guy was cute. I think he would be cute with a little crystal or a little, you know, you could set your ring in there. Just a cute little carved man. And then this was really neat. This says it's a, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, Cheppu, C-H-E-P-P-U protection. That's what that says this is. Cheppu protection. It's a carved piece. It says that it is from Nepal, and it says Himalayan gifts, and it was $29 new. So a hand-painted carved piece. I thought that was very interesting. And I love this. Really pretty beaded chain that has, it looks like a Western look to it. It's got, you know, the horseshoe. It's got some boots on it. It's got a cactus. So I think it's, you know, designed to be like a Western look. But really cool piece. Not quite sure exactly what it is supposed to be, because it has these rings on the end that they don't hook. They're just rings. So I don't know if it's just like a garland or if there was a specific purpose for it, but I really, really liked that. And as we were actually as Joanne was leaving, she said, Heidi, come here. And she found this out by the dumpster. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. He's very tall. I mean, he's probably 3 feet tall. And I'm not sure what he might have been holding in his hand. Maybe something that, you know, medicinal herbs were in. I don't know. But really cool carved piece. We're debating on whether we're going to sell him or not. Steve likes the look of him, wants to find a place for it in our little bar downstairs. The reason I'm debating on whether to sell him is I didn't notice it, but his arm had come off at some point. Now somebody did a nice job of gluing it back on. That doesn't scare me a lot in the resale. I would just mark it on the tag because it's still, the integrity looks good. I think he has such a cool look. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to do with the dude. I also picked up this really beautiful bohemian style. This is a very lightweight bedspread, and I love the design on it. You know, somebody could use it for a bedspread over the summer, or they could just get it for the material and do something different and creative with it. But it really is, the colors on this are fantastic. So pretty. If you hear some noise in the background, a great big town truck has pulled up out front. I have no idea what they're doing, but they're quite noisy, so it is what it is. Okay, this section is what animals did Heidi bring home this time? And it's mostly birds. But I did find Hello Kitty. This is brand new condition, this tumbler. It had the plastic still on it, had never been used, so everybody likes Hello Kitty, so I definitely grabbed that. This was one of the first pieces I picked up, and you saw it in the video if you watched the video, this wolf in sheep's clothing. I thought this had the cool factor of being unique and also having animals. It is actually a signed piece. It says Summit on the bottom, and it's out of Arcadia, California, Summit Collection. I have to look it up to see what the value of this is. I don't know. I just think it has such a cool look. It was in great condition. I picked up this snake with this really pretty glass globe. This is not brass. I thought the snake was brass. It's painted to look brass, but it still has a fantastic look with that glass globe. It's in great condition, and that won't be any problem selling. People do like snakes. Now, when I was digging in those boxes in the back, which it was hot at that point, and I was melting at that point, but it was worth the dig. I found these carved. Now, I don't think these are soapstone. They could be. I gotta look this up. I know what this is, but it's a carved owl, and inside, I don't know if you can see, but inside there is another owl on the inside. How did they do this? How did they carve on the outside and the inside? I don't know, but that is such skilled artistry. I love it. And it's the same with this. A little dusty these are, but this is a swan. Again, there is a swan on the inside of this carving. I know you can see it a little bit. Really fantastic pieces. Now this one says these are made in India. So these are made in India. The work on that is amazing to me. Look at this guy, this little peacock. Isn't he cute? He is small, little peacock. He's got that great patina. So I grabbed him. I have an elephant teapot from, I think this was Pier 1. No, yeah, Pier 1. This was Pier 1. Elephant teapot. I love the weaved look on the outside. And there's the Pier 1 branding on it. And then I was so excited to find these. I do not know if these are Viking glass or not, but they are in great condition. The color is great on these, and I just found out, Cindy, if you're watching, that you collect green and blue glass. I'm going to send you a picture of these, and I will put these down to Collected Treasures if that makes it the easiest for you to pick up. But that, look at the whale. I was so excited to find these. Now, I don't know if you just collect bottles, but if you collect small blue and green glass, you said it's especially hard to find green, then you're going to love these. This beautiful swan. And then I'm not sure if this is a swan also, and maybe just in a different position. I really liked this one. Look how just, the color on that cobalt blue. It's just gorgeous. So excited to find those. I mean, look at this green and blue together. So pretty. Gorgeous. I did just find a couple more pottery pieces. This is USA pottery. These are like little soup bowls or chili bowls. I thought what was really neat about these is they had their lids to keep the soup or the chili nice and warm. Just notice this one has a tiny little chip right there, but that's not a big deal. And they are marked USA on the bottom. Again, that gorgeous, beautiful teal color or green color. And there are 2 of those. So a nice little set. Okay, some pretty glassware pieces that I found. I don't pick up a lot of clear glass usually, but occasionally I do if it has a unique look and I think it has a resale factor to it. What I thought was cool about this, I believe, ooh, sorry for the noise, I believe this is a butter dish. It's quite large though. but I do believe it's a butter dish. It could be used for, you know, a bonbon dish too, but it has this. I'm gonna try not to make a big noise there. It has this in the background. Really liked that. The 2 trees, well, there's 3 trees actually. It's like a meadow. There's some mountains in the background. This is really pretty. Needs cleaning, of course, and then the lid for the butter. So I thought that was unique enough to go ahead and get that. What's interesting about that truck is I think they're doing something with the sewer system or the water system or something, but they've got my driveway blocked and I have to leave for work in about 10 minutes, so not sure I'm gonna be able to get out. Might have to drive through my yard. Okay, picked up some, let's see, this is Corning, right? Corning, yeah, Corningware. The blue corn flour with the lid, very classic. And I do, like I've said before in previous videos, I try to only pick it up if they have the lids. There's a lot of this out there in the booths, so you are competing with a lot of different vendors, and I don't really like to do that if I can avoid it, but there are people that collect it, so I do put it in the booth. Sometimes they sit for a little bit, sometimes they go real quick. Now these 2 pieces, these are pyrex. I picked these up because my sister, when she was down, was mentioning that her and her husband were looking to start making like personal lasagnas or personal casseroles for the 2 of them. And so I picked these up and I thought maybe she would be interested in them. I'm going to show them to her. They have their glass lids. They're nice little pyrex baking dishes. And you know, you can store your whatever's left over in there too. Nice little set of 2 of those. So I'm going to reach out to her first to see if she would be interested in those. And then I found a refrigerator box, just a little refrigerator box. That's a pyrex piece. It's got the nice ribbed lid on it. A lot of times hard to find these lids. A lot of times you find this or you find this, but you don't find them together. So I was happy to find this little refrigerator box together. Here, I'm curious what these are. If you know, I've never seen these before. I don't know what kind of dish this is. It says for oven and microwave, so it looks like you could put it, it's a 6-inch, it's Corningware. You know, there's the back right there. But I don't know what this would be used for. Maybe just some type of open dish, because it doesn't have any, I didn't see any lids. Now maybe this had a lid too. I thought these were really cool with this handle to get them in and out of the oven or microwave if you're microwaving them. Set of 2. I'll show those to my sister also. She might be interested in those. Sorry for all the noise. And then this was really unique. I found this first. A cute little apothecary jar. That's a nice size. But then I found this, and I thought, oh, that must go on the bottom of it. And it's what it is. It's a 3-tiered apothecary jar. So you can put different things, different items in each section. Put it on your, you know, maybe your toiletries or your makeups, or gosh, you could even put like different types of candies in them, or there's so much you could do with this. Different types of beads, different anything. This is a great apothecary piece, so I was excited to find that. Little candle holder. It says it's 24% crystal lead on the bottom. It says that it's made in the USA. 24% lead crystal. I'm saying that wrong. Crystal lead crystal. And it's in great condition. Has a beautiful look, and I thought, you know, I could put this away for the holidays, or I can put it out right now. This is very classic. I think this is a very classic piece that anybody would enjoy. Now, would it be better if there were 2 of them? I don't know. A piece like this probably could stand alone. So I went ahead and took a risk on it. For $1.45, it's definitely worth giving it a try. Okay, some miscellaneous pieces. This is an Ingram USA clock. I haven't tested it yet. I bet that glows. We'll have to see. A lot of times when they glow, though, the hands are like a green color, so maybe it doesn't. Maybe it lights up. But I will test that. Have not tested it yet. I'm sure it's probably fine. And I thought this box was cool. I showed that to you in the video. It's just got a cool look to it. It probably held a projector or maybe a microscope. I liked the red handle on it. It has some, you know, nice weathering to it. I think it just has a good weathered look for the weathered fence post. And a little biscuit tin, made in England. It's like she does not want to be, look at the girl. She's like, Do not play that awful music. I have no idea what's happening there. But yeah. Oh wait, maybe she's rubbing her neck. I don't know. Who knows? But these usually sell very well. These little people collect these little biscuit tins. Or tea tin. It could be a tea tin too. I thought this was really cool. It says Zenith on it. I loved that. Look at the graphics on this. The coloring is great on this. This is vintage. This is in great condition. Wherever it was stored well. So for the tin collector, this is a great piece. It still has its contents in there. And apparently this is like some type of stick that you would use to rub on, you know, if you get a scratch on a cabinet or, you know, a wood surface that you would use to buff that out. But made by Zenith. Thought that was really neat. Star Trek collectible glass, and what year was this from? 1984. All the way back to 1984. So that just goes along with the collectible pieces that we put in our booth. And then this one is a level by Stanley. Right there's the lettering on it. It's a bigger one. Usually I find the smaller ones, so I thought this was neat. And we do sell these occasionally. With Father's Day coming, I thought that would look good in the booth. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up pretty quick. I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4 more items. One of them is from the Garage Brothers sale. It's my favorite item that I found there. And then some other items that I found recently, or we found recently out hunting, that I think are really cute. And one of them I haven't shown you yet. He's been sitting in the background, and I want to get him in the booth because I just think he's adorable. This guy, I thought he was adorable. Look at his blue eyes. Isn't he so cute? He's a little puppet. He has his legs, he has arms, and I just thought he was adorable. And he says, I'm so cute. Look at me. Found him at that estate sale that I went with Joanne. I just thought he was adorable. This is the favorite thing that I found at the Garage Brothers warehouse sale, and if you watch the video, I'm sure you can guess what it is. It's the Kokeshi dolls. I couldn't believe I found these. I rarely come across them. It's not like they're great, big, expensive pieces that people, I'm going to make a ton of money on. They're just hard to find, and they're hard to find in good condition. I found a pair. We've got, it looks like a couple here, and there is nothing wrong with these. Nothing. There's the markings on the bottom. I love these. Absolutely love these. I will be selling them. I'm not going to keep them for my own collection, but I will be putting these in there. And these were in one of those boxes that was up on the shelf, and that is going to be the key for me. When I go to that sale, I'm going to ask, can I go through the boxes? I might even bring my own little ladder to get to some of the boxes that are at the top, because there are treasures to be found at the Garage Brothers warehouse sale. That's what I'm finding out. Okay, this is a very unique set. Steve found them when we were at Living Free in Haw River. We were there recently, and this is so cool. This is a salt and pepper set and a cream and sugar set. So unique. I'm going to set that down right there. I don't want this to fall off, but look, this comes off. This is the creamer, and either the salt or the pepper. This is probably the pepper. It has 3 holes. And then this is the sugar with the salt. So cool. In pretty good condition. They were $4 a piece, so it was $8 for the set, but I thought so unique. Somebody is going to love these. This is, you know, the vintage collector from the 70s. It's got the owls, it's salt and pepper, it's cream and sugar. It has all kinds of factors going for it. Couple little bit of minor chips on it. I don't think it's a big deal. Recent find that I am so excited about. I don't have all the pieces connected to it. There's a piece that goes here. It's in perfect condition. Nothing wrong with it. I have the weights. I have the pendulum. Everything is here for this cuckoo clock. This is from Germany. I am so excited to have found this. I got it for $3. I said, does it work? I'm sorry, not $3. Way wrong. $20. I paid $20 for this. And the person didn't know if it worked, so they bundled everything together, and everything in my bundle, the price came down when I threw this in, not knowing if it worked or not. So I've done some research into it, and no, it is not functioning properly right now. And the reason is, I did some reading on this. You are never supposed to tip a cuckoo clock upside down because there are little chains in there that go on the gear. And if you tip it upside down, those chains fall off the gears, and then it's a lot of work to get them back on the gears. I'm not going to attempt to do it. I don't want to mess this up, but this is valuable enough that I am going to research and look into a clock repair person. I don't know if there's a special name for a clock repair person, but I'm going to find somebody who can repair this cuckoo clock for me and get it functioning, because this clock is worth $280. It's gorgeous. I love it. I've always wanted to find a cuckoo clock. I'm probably not going to keep it for myself. I probably am going to resell it, but I was so excited to find this. And even if it cost me, I don't know, $50, $75, I guess that's what I got in my head for what it will cost for repair. Maybe it's a lot more, and I'll find out. There's nothing I can do about it. My neighbor has one of these cuckoo clocks, and I might take it over to him and see if he knows anything about it or knows of anybody where I could take it. I was kind of not sure if I wanted to bring this up, but I do want to dedicate to this week's video to Steve's Aunt Jean. She is Steve's mother's twin sister, and she passed this past weekend. She's been like a second mother to us. She has always treated me with respect and with kindness and goodness. And when we first started this business back in 2014, we started with a booth down in Siler City, and she lived out there, and she supported us. She would come into our booth every single week, and she would find a treasure to buy, and she supported us as we got started in this business. And all through the years, she supported us by either giving us things that we could resell or just encouraging us and excited about all the treasures we found. We're going to miss you, Aunt Jean. We're going to miss you. So I want to dedicate this video to you. I hope that when I'm out hunting in the future, you're right there with me, helping me find cool treasures.